A lovely day, my lovers. Yeah, yes. ITZ and Isom, I'm absolutely grateful to share the following. Mm. Being loving and lovable with you too within my lovely city of Chicago. So I, I would look down and I saw a skateboarder. I was like, I'm looking at the skateboard, I'm not skateboarding. So the student, the youth, I'm gonna say youth, that was standing next to me while we about to get across the street, he said, "Did you have a skateboard?" He said skateboard. He said skateboard, scooter. I'm like skateboard. So then he went further. He said, "Did you have a skateboard in your prime?" That's hilarious because now he's going on. We couldn't continue on this conversation. This me traveling. I subbed today at Curry, no Curie. I got started. Curie High School. And when he was getting ready to try, I was trying, and that's why I know it's one of those students because he was all sharing kindness. And then I looked over and saw the skateboard, and at the school I see a lot of skateboard. They have a station. And I thought that was so awesome that they have a station for all the skateboarders. That's remarkable, you all. I love this for us because when it comes to being a part of others experiencing aspects of themselves, I love this for us. That was beautiful. Versus, I just was so happy to see that. So that is something for those that are familiar with my thinking process. That's on my to-do list to get me a skateboard. I had a goal set for this summer to get one, but it didn't work out like that. However, that's on my to-do list to get a skateboard, not a scooter. Even though I want a scooter too. It's just that it's certain things activity-wise. What I know for sure is growing up, my family just didn't have access to certain things, but we did have a scooter. I did get a scooter. My mom, I love her. My mom, Michelle Ison. Again, I love this for us. I love the fact that she made that so for me and my brother. We was able to receive scooters for Christmas, and I love this. So as far as a skateboard, I don't even know if the stores were carrying that in our particular area. It's facts. It's facts. Chicago, give thanks. Certain stores carry even to this day. I communicate with you all. We start, talking about health and everything. It's like, what store did you get that from? He's like, I had to travel far to get this. It's not no, just anywhere, everywhere. So that's the reason why I love to share moments like my transition, because I was so tickled. So I shared a little bit with because I was laughing at them. We disconnected, and so there was a. I think she's a staff because she's right there at the train. So I think she's part of the school to make sure everyone is transporting easily as effortless, harmonious as possible. So I was sharing that you said prime. That tickled me in your prime like back in the day. But the reality for me, I'm honored you all because it's facts. I am honored to be at 48 in the physical form or over here. Gotta see a dentist at some point in time because my teeth got me going through it. But also I know resting is part of it because some days I'm just like, oh, they're not bothering me. Then it's like your nervous system. And then it's also cavity. I get a cavity filled in if it's possible. But I know I'm trans. I'm going through a transition, and to be able to embrace it and be somebody to inspire others as they go through their own personal transition. That's the reason why when I see these precious youth come in with students come in with their pictures, the high schoolers, and they start marking out the face. I don't like the way I look, especially the female, because we have so many programs out here just watching women just be like, I don't like me. Like, all right. This is what it is. She don't like her body. This is what it is. So I love that I get a chance to be in the numbers with those that praise and celebrate these transformations and allow it to be natural as possible because some of it is just part of the process. I was communicating, I think it was 2 weeks ago, And it's true. It's certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like back in our day, it's true. It's just what it is. It's like, man, they don't even know they know about what I'm talking about. Because I mentioned, I think, yesterday. Yes. Yesterday, I mentioned the Apollo, and they just like, you heard crickets. Like, Apollo. It could be just the audience, but no, it's the generation. One generation just don't know. Because when my grandma and them used to be talking about certain things, I'm just saying, like, wow. Hmm. And if it showed up on the street, like, oh, that's what y'all was talking about. Wow, that's so awesome. But then there's this one conscious, uh, nature loving individual I am connected to. He really touched my heart because he was talking about the ego system. Whereas to bear witness to know that there were things when I was younger that was just in abundance, like lightning bugs. Those were like the thing. They taught us some things that I don't practice. Which you catch a light bug and pretty much you mutilated that present bug. That present bug, it died because it was caught to take his glow and put it on the ear. Like that was wrong. That was wrong. I started because my heart, I be on some emotional. Like oh no. So that's the reason why when individuals like Aquarius not emotionally touched. Family, come on now. We are past, present, and future. Certain things we have experienced has had us to be. Well, I ain't gonna say us because me personally, I care. I come in space now. I gotta be like only say so much because some of y'all just really be on some wild and out. Y'all mind sometimes just be like That's okay. I got it. But I am caring. But to think that I'm gonna sit around and let you use me as a disposable kickboxer. Hey, get somebody else. I'm too smart for that. And it's just fact. Certain people they like, oh, you got me. But ask them, did they get away with? Did they continue? Not with me. Once you show me who you are, I'm with that Maya Angelou. Believe them. So when it comes to this generation, as I've stepped into these spaces, it's all about morals. And then one just get better and better at it. It's like, just like the idea, be like, I already know y'all on one. But it's best to, lead by example and help as much in the transformation. They about to experience something I never will experience. It's all for that generation, just like the generation that came before us. But one thing they all gonna have in all generations is morals. There's certain things like, is it right? Are you spiritually right? Well, are you with this righteous thinking and actions? So I lovingly praise and celebrate because if anything, my focus is be like, hey, I'm honored. My gratitude is why it is because I know what I've been through. And to be somebody to come into that classroom in that safe space to learn and teach from the perspective that I did today, I'm honored because some space I'm like, hey, yesterday was one of those spaces. It was too early. It was early with it. Like, yo emotions. But today at Curie High School, I was able to read up on more about it. But even when I go back, I might have more time to actually read it. Behavior health team. People that's really focusing in, and that's the reason why I praise and celebrate with you all. Because what I do know for sure, each generation have in common is that we have a habit of wanting better for ourselves. And for us, that's bear witnessing our children having the health, wealth, riches, and prosperity that we already imagine us having. So if we don't get that promised land, they will. So I love loving you all as I am in my prime, back in my prime. He say prime like, hey. I'm with her like, hey, yeah, they be like, but some people like, they say things like auntie, and I don't do that because I'm not that close to you and your family. I don't want you to start replacing your family members and start following me home. That's the reason why I don't do it because I don't want nobody to start manifesting me into a position that is not mine. It's just what it is. That's the reason why I love certain people when they be communicating. If it's an emergency, you might want to call 911. You might not want to call me. I remember having a conversation with somebody. She was like, I thought it was emergency. Ma'am, you're not 911. Stop talking to me like you saying something smart. But my lovers too, I am honored to, what they say, age with a praise. Or just be present and know that I'm going through my transformation and I am not that fetus no more. Or that egg. No, I am now this version of myself. And I say it with a praise. He said, you in your prime. I'm like, oh, hey, precious.